we've been to Bound for Glory, so that's
Yeah.
been done.
Slammiversary, I was trying to go to. Shout out to TNA Slammiversary. Uh, hey, I just found out they're in a bigger arena.
Ooh, that's
4,000
good.
people.
That's better than it was. That's why when you come back to
4,000.
Chicago, don't go to Cicero. Go to the other one. What's the one in Huffman Estates? The name. What was it called?
Rosemont Theater?
No, no, no. Sears Center. What was it?
Oh,
What's it?
Pop
Now,
Arena.
now,
The Now
now,
Arena.
now arena. Go
Now
there,
Arena.
guys. Come on,
Yeah.
TNA.
Go to
You got
Bloomington, Illinois, where WWE does their live events. Rockford, Illinois. You know,
Rockford's the ghetto, bro. No offense to them.
but they could get 4,000, 5,000 people right
Yeah,
there, you know?
yeah.
And I feel like you said it, not me, but I feel like Rockford would have TNA fans. Let's just put it that way. Yeah, I'm just
You're a
saying.
TNA fan, so you can say that.
Uh, fair enough. I could say that. And I like Rockford. It's not the best, I prefer Milwaukee, obviously. Um, but I'm just saying those are the arenas that TNA could go after, and I don't know why they
Yeah,
don't.
yeah.
But
Get to
yeah,
go to
shout
Cicero
out to
every year.
them. They got a huge main event. And Joe Hendry, do you believe that he is gonna
Yes.
be TNA World Heavyweight Champion?
Man, now that the stuff he pulled in NXT, if he shows up with the TNA title on NXT, dude, that'll break the internet for sure.
I got
The
a
internet's already broken with him just being there. Like people are like, I believe in Joe Henry. Just doing that, Imagine him with a title. Woo! Comes to NXT faces Ethan Page, but Ethan Page goes to TNA to defend his title, or a champion versus champion match
so here are my
at like what?
predictions
Mhm.
for Slammiversary. I think this is not like sorry, not Slammiversary. My prediction. Oh, it's a mixture of both Slammiversary and just the future of like TNA in general. Slammiversary, AJ Styles and Io Sky make their debut. Wesley from NXT and Roxanne from NXT. I am calling them for them to show up. I'm gonna throw in the Good Brothers just in case. Trick William. Also a prediction is Joe Hendry winning, and also I think Moose retaining. I know. Also a prediction for the future for TNA. I feel like we're gonna get a Alexander versus Ethan Page. I think we're gonna get Io Sky versus Jordan Grace, or Roxanne at Bound for Glory. I think we're gonna get AJ Styles versus Moose. I think, or Josh Alexander, or we could get AJ Styles and the Good Brothers to team up, the original or the second crew Bullet Club to go against the system,
Mhm.
you know.
That'd be
I think we
fire.
could also get Trick William versus Moose, Joe Hendry versus Trick Williams at Bound for Glory. Bound for Glory may happen at New York City, apparently.
Wow.
Can you imagine if they have? Can you imagine Bound for Glory at Madison Square Garden, WWE, NXT, and versus TNA, Bound for Glory, Madison Square Garden, kind of like New
I mean,
Japan and Ring of Honor.
yeah.
Man, I think that'd be crazy. I believe in Joe Hendry. Boom, boom. But as soon as WWE signs Joe Hendry and Jordan Grace, Moose is next. The system
Mm.
is next. Josh Alexander. And they're gonna treat it as the new. I think NXT is probably gonna be the new the new big thing. The main the it's I don't think they're gonna it's gonna be the what's it called? Why am I the why am what's that word called?
OVW,
Yeah,
Deep
but there's
South,
it's another word for it.
territory, developmental.
There one. That one. There you go. It's probably gonna be considered like a main star show now if they sign Jordan Grace and Joel Hendry, because apparently they also signed with Motor City Machine Guns.
Yeah, but they were already out of they were already out of TNA. They
Yeah,
were out. They were
but that's what I'm
so it's like
saying. TNA is
afterwards.
going to be like the OVW, where it's like, hey, you leave, you have a better shot of going with WWE.
Mm, yeah,
You know, so
it's true.
or and then somebody like Ricochet may show up to
Yeah,
Slammiversary.
but WWE's doing some crazy stuff. Don't they have like a relationship with Noah and Marigold? That's
Yeah,
doing
AJ
promotion in
Styles
Japan.
wrestled for Noah. You know,
Yeah, dude, that'd be awesome. Yeah, he did.
I
And
hey
this Io
it
Sky wrestled for Marigold too.
yeah.
Wow,
So
it's like this crazy landscape. And then they
ooh,
also partner with like,
Becky Lynch, Rebecca, she is no longer with WWE.
yeah, she didn't sign again, but she
Yeah,
she could sign again. But
yeah, she's gonna show up at GCW
oh
Bloodsport.
wow, is
So
that legit? But the thing is, there's like four WWE wrestlers there, so I think she's still part of it. And it's kind of because Shayna's
yeah,
gonna be there, and the Creed brothers are gonna be there. So I think that GCW is partnering with WWE too.
bro, we're back in the '80s. That's what's going on
Yeah, but why do you think she went as Rebecca Quinn and not Becky Lynch? Because
because she's
Rebecca
not
Quinn's
signed.
like,
She's not signed with
ah,
WWE. That's why I said that.
oh, but when she
I,
comes
I,
back,
I
if she comes
yeah,
back, she'll be like Becky. I was like, oh, Rebecca Lynch. Okay,
yeah. That's why she used her
she's
real
not.
name. She's not signed with
Uh,
WWE. So, but she's not wrestling. She's just making an appearance.
ah,
Yeah, that's crazy though.
yeah.
Professional wrestling, man. We're back in the old days, man.
Oh yeah.
We're back in the '80s. That's what's going on right now. So
You might partner with AAA now
yeah.
again. It's not the first time they've done it either. This is like the 80s, 90s.
hmm
So yeah, wrestling's
Cody Rhodes
crazy.
is the Hulk Hogan right now,
Yep.
and Solo is Roddy Piper.
Ooh,
Yeah.
they never
So
win a title. They
Solo
never win
does
one
not
title.
need it, bro.
No.
He
I think
does
Jacob's gonna
not.
probably take it from him. I think Jacob's gonna be the tribal
Yeah.
chief. You see him? You see him
No,
recently?
I
He did
don't.
so.
Jake.
He,
Oh,
he
dude, Jacob is fantastic, but I don't think he's gonna be the. I don't think he's gonna be the top guy, man.
no. He's a
No,
beast. And he
he
could
is.
barely leave the country, but he did recently. He did go to Canada, so
Yeah.
anything's possible.
Hey, even Drew, even what's it called? Drew McIntyre even said it to Jay. How'd you even get over here?
Yeah, because Canada is very strict about like criminal records. So if
Yeah.
someone has a criminal record, they're very like anti having you in their country. But
They Jay Uso had no issues. The one they had an issue with was Jacob.
yeah,
Yeah,
because they
apparently
had to like vouch for him or something, or like, hey, you
it
gotta
was
watch him.
Triple H. It was Triple H and Michael Cole.
Yeah,
And
they're
I
like,
think
oh,
I
we'll
told
watch for him. Yeah,
yeah, I called it with Andres. Andrades or Andre, my bad.
yeah,
Shout out
Andres.
to Andre, man. Thank you taking ever spot. So that way we didn't have to miss a few episodes.
Hmm.
And
Thank
also
you,
for
man.
the money, the bank predictions. Um oh, future episode. We're future episode. We are gonna have Anthony back on the show. The guy who has Cody Rhodes as his best man.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So we're gonna be having him on the show in
Shout out to Anthony. When's
Anthony.
his wedding? We gotta talk to him about when is he getting married.
Next year. Yeah, sometime next year. I don't remember her exact date.
Yeah, that'd be
So
awesome.
yeah,
That'd be awesome then.
she said we gotta send him a wedding gift.
Yeah,
So and but we'll see because the time difference it's difficult.
yeah,
But he is gonna definitely gonna be on the show. We'll have him back on the show. I'm trying to have him on a YouTube channel because we're trying to do a just a YouTube video show where we talk. I may do an audio version of it. Not it really depends on how it plays out. But the future episode is fantasy booking, uh premium, create your own premium live event.
ooh,
So
okay.
basically, out of 12 months, I want two different lists. So I'm letting you know and also the listeners know what to expect in the future. Uh 12 months, what premium live event would you have if you were in charge of it?
Mm,
I want a just a WWE, and then I want another sheet where it's all pay-per-views.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, like, so for example, for the all pay-per-views, it's like you can have the Royal Rumble at January, right? But February, I want Victory Road, you know?
Mm, yeah.
And then I don't want, and then, have what's it called? WrestleMania. And instead of SummerSlam, I want Slammiversary. It doesn't have to be all 12 pay-per-views. If you want to use it, could be you could have it like AEW. I just need six, but like lead up to something where it's like,
Yeah.
oh, the reason why I have only eight is because the Royal Rumble is gonna happen in February. And then, April, I'm gonna have WrestleMania. And so like it's gonna lead into a story. So if you're gonna have short pay-per-views, give me a story. If you're gonna have 12, then it's just like I'm pretty sure it's gonna be self-explained, where
Yeah.
it's like January Royal Rumble, or maybe you want the Royal Rumble to happen at on August,
Wow.
you know, back
Those
to
fantasy
school.
booking
Hey,
for
back
sure.
back, back to school Royal Rumble. I just so so anyway, that's a future video. But again, I'm hoping that the audio and everything works out because Andre is gonna be on that episode as well. So it's
We're
gonna
gonna have a
be
bunch of people joining us, right? We could
yeah.
get more podcasters. You guys want to join us? Any other podcasters want to join us? They could have their own month too. Their own. We could have a few people, a panel
Yeah.
if we wanted to.
That's what
We,
we're gonna happen. It's
or
gonna be
each
a
of us get a
panel.
month. We all get a month. Like, oh, we all get like a month, and we have to decide which, the 12-month schedule.
Oh
That'd be
hell
nuts.
no.
That'd be crazy. That'd be too crazy. That'd be
Well,
too
we
much.
could we could do that, but just
Yeah,
come up with your 12 lists. Come
I
up
know,
with
right?
just WWE, like it could be WCW. Basically, make a list that Triple H told you. I need a list of
Yeah,
make one for Triple H and then make one that's just like for all wrestling. You know,
yeah. So
you
you could
know
have
you.
New Japan. You could have Dominion. You could have
Mhm.
Revolution. You
And
could
then
have.
one is just keep it like WWE owns it.
Yeah.
It could be
Okay.
WCW, ECW, NXT.
Hmm.
It's just
Yes.
WWE edition version, and then one list that's like overall wrestling. You could have Triple Mania if you wanted. You know what I
Hmm.
mean?
Yeah.
Instead of WrestleMania, have Triple Mania, Double Mania, because I'm gonna have two WrestleManias.
That's awesome. Yeah, that'd be
you
that'd be kind
know,
of cool.
so that's gonna be a cool something to look forward in the future. Anything you want to add before we wrap this up?
Nah, just more wrestling to watch, man. It's good. The
Yeah,
TNA stuff with the NXT stuff is pretty cool though.
yeah.
I mean, I'm still waiting for like, well, time is recorded. I'm still waiting for like, I know Jordan Grace was on like NXT, but I'm still waiting for like Ethan Pace to show up in TNA or Josh Alexander
Mm.
to show up in NXT or a
People, people
standoff
that
or
people that we could like react to, not be
yeah.
like, oh, I didn't even know that person was on NXT.
Yeah, like, well, no offense to Charlie Dempsey and stuff and like the other team, like AZ Dane and all that, but like unless you watch NXT, you don't really know those people. But if
Right.
you have like a Cora Jade on TNA or you have like Masha Slamovich on NXT, people you know
Like what they
or
did
like,
with Trey Miguel. I mean, to be
yo, that was awesome. The
yeah, Trey
Rascals, that was
Miguel
fire.
and the Rascals. They
Yeah,
it's awesome that they're gonna be wrestling, but they don't need to be. Just the fact that they
no,
showed up, that's pretty cool.
yeah,
Like you said, Cora Jade. You're telling me she just can't just show up backstage with Jordan Grace and be like, nice, and just walk away.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Or if they get like CM Punk on TNA or something, like I don't
Bro,
know,
the
they're
ratings.
not allowing Raw or SmackDown to do anything, but like imagine if CM Punk shows up or Drew McIntyre's so pissed he shows up on TNA. I'm on TNA because WWE blocked me. Dude, that'd be nuts. I
Hey,
feel like
hey,
the ratings would go to like five, like
Yeah, Drew McIntyre, Jimmy, our troops could show up.
woo. He's like, oh, I'm on the wrong show, guys. Sorry. Wait, this is not Raw.
Don't even call our truth our truth. Call him Rob the Killing.
Rob Killings.
Yeah,
Yeah,
use his real name
yeah. They're like,
because that's
hey,
that's
this
what he
isn't.
used.
Yeah, they're like,
That's what
this
he
isn't
used.
Raw. he just he walks.
Have
My bad.
you know what would be awesome? Hey, would be awesome if Matt Hardy there was like an actual forbidden door, and Matt Hardy opened the like let's just say what's it called oh, King Axel or Matt Hardy's kid has a lamp, the Wyatt
Ooh,
lamp, and accidentally goes with Matt Hardy, and because of that lamp, it transports them to WWE.
it opens a portal, right?
to
He's like, what am I
WWE
doing?
and realize, oh snap, I'm not supposed. This is the wrong universe. How did I get here? And looks at his son, and it's like, oh, because of this, you're the reason why we got to this side. Let's go back, and then our truth follows, and our
Mhm.
truth turns into Rob, the truth killing. The
Now he's like all serious, like,
yeah,
what is going on here?
he's serious. Like something doesn't feel right, and then the Miz is trying to find our
He grabs
truth,
him or something. He's like, ah.
and he could go in the porter, or
He's
he
like, what
could
am I
just.
doing, dude? I mean, there's so much
It's
possibilities.
the possibility, and it's crazy. They have Matt Hardy. They have, and they can make this work. But it's like, come on, man, just somebody. I wish we could get their attention, and they could be like, bro, you can steal our ideas. It's
I
cool.
can't. I can't imagine we saw Killer Kelly versus Lola Vice. My God, I will die. That's like,
It's gonna be a beautiful day to see that, bro.
there's so many matches I want to see though. We should make a separate
Bro,
episode just on like fantasy matches.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you right now. Ain't gonna be no women in that. Everybody's gonna be like, everybody get out. Everybody get out. Because they're not gonna like, oh my gosh. Oh, hold on. I'm going to a different spot. I love Killer
PG,
Kelly.
bro. PG-13, bro.
Damn, ever. Oh my gosh, Killer Kelly. I
No, we should
love
have a
Killer Kelly.
Patreon just for. We should go like uncensored on Patreon if we ever create that. We should just. That's where you. That's where we keep everything. We'll be
Man,
more vocal on that on like a separate, like a private page or something like, hey guys.
I will. You know who I really want because of the NXT and the TNA. I really hope we get Gil Kim, bro.
Ooh,
Gil
I don't
Kim
know.
needs
She
one
kind
more.
of.
She needs one more match. No, but I'm saying to represent for the team. Like, if we're gonna get TNA versus NXT multi-universe, Gil Kim, hey, she needs to be in the front. She has to be the front for the knockouts division. I love Jordan Grace, but Gil Kim needs to be part of this too.
Yeah. Or
She
so
needs
pretty
to
much
be
like
part
when
of it.
Worlds Collide, right? Remember we did the Worlds Collide, but it was NXT versus NXT UK. So do that for NXT and
But
TNA.
TNA has the multi-universe too.
Oh, but they do that with New Japan.
No, they do that with anybody.
Oh yeah. Oh okay.
Mhm.
Well, either way, that'd be
That's why,
awesome.
yeah,
Like,
that's why they call it that. They do
you
it with
imagine like
Triple H.
Rhino comes back. He actually faces like, so, oh my God,
Oh
Rhino
yeah,
back on
Rhino
NXT.
was in NXT as well.
Yeah. Or Mike Bailey versus like Wesley.
Mhm.
Or Mike Bailey versus who's the other one that's super crazy? Like Javon Evans
Bro,
or Trick
PCO.
Williams. PCO. Oh my
PCO
God.
showing up to NXT.
He hasn't been in WWE in a long time. He hasn't been in WWE since
I
like
don't
the
even. Oh
'90s, I think.
yeah. Oh yeah. But he
And
was
they
never like a
only
big. He was never like a big star, right?
no, he was just I think he was mid card or
Yeah.
lower.
I think PCO became like a big star when he re-signed with Ring of Honor.
Yeah,
So
dude, there's so many matches, man. We should do a
so many
separate
dream
episode just on
matches. I'm
that.
telling you, PCO, bro. PCO showing up to NXT. He may show up at the Royal Rumble.
He might.
Yeah.
We don't
PCO,
know,
Joe
but
Hendry.
we don't know how long this relationship will last. Hopefully, it's a long term thing where like, oh, we agreed on 2 years or 3 years.
Mm.
Depends on how what storylines they
Well,
have,
I
right?
mean, remember in Denver is partner with TNA on the TNA Plus.
Oh yeah,
So
okay.
whatever basically that
They want
relationship.
to do,
Yeah.
yeah,
And then on Denver owns TKO, right?
yeah,
So I feel like it's really up to them,
yeah.
where it's
Man, there's so many matches.
so yeah. It's gonna be crazy.
Like I
Oh,
want to
and
see.
you know what? I just realized maybe Bound for Glory could happen, and if not New York, it could happen at Vegas or maybe next year. But I feel like if I feel like if it's gonna happen in Vegas this year would make more sense.
Yeah. Or
I
have it
just
on
hope
Friday. And when
don't have
SmackDown's
it.
on Friday.
Yeah, don't have it on Friday. Have it on Saturday. And also do not have it if you're gonna have it in Vegas. Do not have it in the same place that they had TNA Hard to Kill and Rebellion. Have it in an actual arena. Those stages is nice for the premium live events,
Yeah.
but like a pay-per-view, like Hard to Kill, Slammiversary, Bound for Glory, arenas.
Yeah. But
Always
they gotta bring
arenas.
some people there though. Like I said, like that's when once they start having like Ethan Page on TNA, they start having like I mean they had
Mm,
like Roxanne was I think on there once, but like you said, like people like, oh, I want to watch TNA just because I saw that Trick Williams is on there.
Right.
People like
But
that, like
here's the issue with that.
mhm,
Nobody has access to TNA
yeah.
because they're
So it's not
on.
really benefit. It's not benefiting them that they're on Access TV.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, it's great you're on Access TV, but like, how many people actually own that channel?
Hmm.
Like, if they
So
decided to like move to,
even if they have Trick Williams, right?
yeah,
That's going to bring a lot of ratings, but not on Access TV
no,
where TNA
YouTube
is
maybe, yeah,
on YouTube or on TNA's website, on
yeah.
Twitch, that's or sorry, Twitter or X,
So it has to
whatever,
be a
IG.
PLE then. It has to be a PLE then for him to
Yeah.
show up there.
Yeah, it
But then
has
there's
to
no
be a
build up.
premium
Like
because in the premium live event, no, for us TNA fans,
TNA
I,
Plus.
I'm saying for if you're gonna have Trick Williams debut, it has to be at a premium live event or pay per view.
Hmm.
He could, and then he doesn't have to show up on Impact. I mean,
Yeah,
it'd be cool, but he doesn't have to. He could
yeah.
show up the on the last taping, so like the taping of that week. That's where he could show up, and then show up for
Hmm.
the premium live event. You know, because everything is taped for TNA anyways.
Yeah, it's like 2, 3 weeks, right, or something like that. Like three
Yeah.
weeks in advance.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Sometimes it depends on like
Well, like we knew those
the
people from
shows.
NXT were on there because they're like somebody posted it and they were like, oh yeah, and then they finally showed up this week or something, right? It was like
Yeah.
2 weeks ago where like Charlie Dempsey was actually on
Yeah, and
TNA,
he
and then all of a
showed
sudden like
up.
he's now I think this recent episode or 2 episodes ago he was in the episode, you know.
Yeah, it's just that's why I don't like the TNA tapings. I like how they used to tape. Their old days. They used to tape on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesday.
Hmm.
And then that's how they used to build up their show. Uh and then I forgot how they yeah. And then I think the third night it'll be like two nights. So
Hmm.
it'll build up the whole pay-per-view. But the issue with that is things could go wrong, and
Hmm.
it's just like it kind of ruins the pay-per-view when you do that like a month build up. So I think just one night where it's like say for I think what they should do is Thursday they should go live, and then Friday do tapings, and then that Friday show air it on that what's it called, that Thursday, and then either that Thursday you could go sorry, then either yeah, so Friday's taping will be the following Thursday, and then that weekend you could just do live like house shows, and then the other following Thursday you go live, and then Thursday taping, and that will lead to the pay-per-view. And then pay-per-view you're live, and then if you want to, let's just say, or you could do the pay-per-view and then taping, just do taping one night. you know I think they just I don't know. I feel like how their taping system is, I mean, it probably works for them. I just think it's weird.
I think it's save money. They do that to save
Yeah, oh
money.
yeah, obviously they
Well, if
that's
they're always giving them money, they're like, you know what, we would just do like we just go live at this point, you know.
I feel like they should go live.
Yeah, maybe
10.
once in a while, but not always.
No, uh unless I think them doing two tapings is better, because they do one taping and then the next show they do, I think like they do two different tapings on one night, right?
Yeah, I remember how we went to like I forgot what show it was, but remember it was like why did all these matches? All of a sudden it was
Mhm.
like it was 2 episodes or something just for that one night.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, that's Saturday. What
11,
about Sunday?
11, yeah, 11 shows.
11
11
episodes.
matches.
Yeah, we're
11
like, damn, this
matches.
is a long freaking. And
Mhm.
then we're like, oh, they spread it out. They did like three of these matches, on 1 week
It
and then
was a
three on
whole
what?
month of tape. Like it was a whole month. It was just like, I'm just like, damn, that's crazy.
We only did one day too. We only did Bound for Glory, and then we did no, that was a separate day.
That
But
was
I
like
think
it.
Bound
That was months later.
April. Yeah, but like
Months
remember
later.
how like even for Bound for Glory they had like a bunch of matches in Bound for Glory,
Mhm.
and then they had a show the next day too, like
Mm.
The Sunday show, and it was like my
Yeah.
God. So that was like a
Another 10 matches there.
yeah, we're like oh my.
Yeah, that
You have
was
to be
just
really
crazy.
dedicated to watching like 10, 11
But
matches a
oh, we had
show.
a great time
Oh
though.
yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. But
We had a
we're
great
like,
time. We were
and the
just
next thing you
so
know is like,
confused.
we're
We
like,
That's all it was.
why is this guy wrestling twice? like,
Yeah.
like
Or
why
what?
is
I didn't knew this match was happening or what's going on. I'm thinking like I was
oh,
just
this is
like
for 2 weeks from now. I'm like, oh, okay.
it was so different
Yeah,
from when I used to go to the TNA days.
yeah.
So different. I was just like cuz TNA when I went for Sacrifice was Sunday. Monday was taping. And then that's why I got confused cuz I thought it was 3 days of taping, but one of them was a pay-per-view. Monday was a
Uh,
taping show that aired that Thursday. Tuesday was a the following show.
so
And
three
then
weeks worth of episodes in one
no,
in
no, no,
one.
just 2 weeks.
Oh wow.
Because Sunday was the pay-per-view. So Sunday was pay-per-view. Monday was the follow-up of what happened on the pay-per-view that
Mm,
aired that Thursday.
mm,
Tuesday was next week's taping.
following.
So kind of similar to what I said. And then there was nothing going and then that Thursday, either nothing is going on or they're having house shows that weekend.
Oh
Then after, so they'll have, if they do have shows, right?
yeah.
They'll have a house show Saturday and Sunday. Monday, they will go back to the impact zone and they'll do a taping on Monday and Tuesday. And then that Monday will air that Thursday. And then Tuesday would be the following pay per view. And then, or I mean, the following Thursday and then the pay per view. And
Well,
then that's how they
a
used to
lot.
do it. That's what
a
I
lot.
thought it was. It was gonna be, or how they still run it until we went to that taping, and I'm just like, oh yeah, no, okay, this is weird. It's cool, but weird because you don't
We're
get that
like,
much of the storyline. You
you're
get
like,
more
okay, what?
matches.
And then next thing you know, you're like, wait, that match was all the same day, but why is this match like 3 weeks later and this other match is
Mhm.
the week of? It's like they did all these matches and then they kind of compile it. Okay, this match here, this match there. This
Yeah,
goes week one, week two, week three, week four. You're like,
yeah.
what?
It's like they get the matches and then they get the storylines later, or they do
Yeah.
the story, or they record the story first, and then
Mm,
okay, this is the matches we need on these
mm.
tapings because we already recorded
And we're forgetting about
everything.
Explosion too, right? TNA Explosion. They had tapings
That's
for
more
that.
like a bonus filler matches, like no story. It's not like how it used to be, back in like in the 08s and 2000, like in that era. 08 and 2010, it used to have like a story. It'd be like, oh, last week this person beat this person. Now he's challenging him again an explosion to get a rematch. Or this person beat this person on TNA Impact. So he wants a rematch tonight on Explosion. You know, it
Okay.
used to be like that. Now it's more of a here. They even stop before the Impact. Remember how that used to be like an hour
Yeah.
show? So many classic matches happen on it, and now
Wow.
they just like dropped it.
So right now, only thing they have is TNA and Explosion, right? Impact and Explosion.
No, just TNA.
Oh, just not even Explosion.
No,
Wow. See,
no.
yeah, I didn't know that.
Well, it's more of a it's more of a kind of like it's kind of like me doing because we're at a podcast, right? But
Yeah.
sometimes I'll have a YouTube video, just nothing with my podcast, just like I'll just have a random YouTube video. It's kind of like that's how TNA does it with Explosion. It
Mm,
used to it's just more of a like, hey, let's just put this is a good match. Let's just put it on Explosion. You know, it's not
yeah.
like I said, it's not like how it used to be where it's like, oh, okay, hey, we're gonna have 6 matches. One of them is a dark match, and the other one is a dark explosion, or two of them are explosion, and then the rest is gonna be on impact taping. You know,
Yeah. Wow. That's crazy, dude.
so I love TNA, man.
Yeah, but how much really though? I'm just kidding.
What do you mean? How much?
Like, is it like you said? It's frustrating sometimes with that system, right?
I
The
mean,
the
I
recent.
don't run it, so
Yeah.
I mean,
But
it's not really up to me.
yeah.
And I mean, again, I love Impact, but it's not TNA wrestling now. It's just Impact.
Mm,
It's not like the old school TNA, but that's my attitude era. I can't go back to it. It sucks. I wish they could go back to how it used to be, how they used to run it. But I mean, apparently, how it used to be run, it wasn't being run good.
Yeah,
You
it
know,
was
but
not
I
effective.
just love the product of how TNA used to be representing, I guess, or like the product. How TNA 02 to 2012, that 10 years, it was like I enjoyed it. But 07 to 02, that was like my attitude era. Yeah, I have a lot of TNA DVDs.
Dude,
The
yeah.
one thing I really need is a TNA belt, but those are so difficult to get.
Yeah, as a president, I'm like, I think you have to get like special vendors to do it for you, right? Special people.
I have no idea. I don't even know where people get them. I mean, TNA sells them here and there, but damn, they're like $2,000, bro. So snap.
I think they make a lot more money if they decided to like actually like sell it like let's make
Hey,
a replica for a
WWE's gonna
hundred
make it.
fifty.
WWE's gonna make that happen.
Ooh,
WWE TKO and Denver. Eventually, it's gonna happen.
yeah.
But all right, well, let's wrap up this show. Ever welcome back and take us home.
All right, listeners and viewers, that'll be it for this episode. I'm Ever, and this is Ian.
And we are out.
Bye, guys.
Doo doo doo.